Hi, welcome to my channel. This video is all about a basic to intermediate build guide intended for the Assassin Cross job newbies and players who are new of playing Ragnarok Mobile Classic. In this video, I will show all the important parts of how to build your Assassin Cross Auto Critical Attack Guitar build intended for GVG scenarios, and making my current build as an example, and what would be the best build, equipment, skills, including Aesir Monument build and setup for GVG fields. So, without further ado, let's begin. First off, we start on stat allocation. And what are the important stats that you need to enhance, and why? Strength. This stat improve your attack damage and increase your raw attack stat. At least stat will reach a total of 99. In my case, I had 50 plus 42, and that would be a 92 total strength. But later on, I will consume a strength food, and that will give me a 10 additional strength, so it will be more than 99. Agility. This stat will increase your attack speed and flee. Agility also increases your stun and burn effect resistance. On early game, flee is very useful, since most players only had a minimal hit rate and still lack of hit rate sources. And attack speed is a must for auto attack build. The higher the attack speed, the more effective you are on dealing damage per seconds. So pumping up your agility stat to an insane high amount is highly suggested. Vitality. As of now, most players aren't that lethal and painful, so better allocate your stat points on other important stats, but still, you can allocate some amount. If you like to make your character more tougher and have a high HP, Vitality stat also contribute on increasing your stun resistance. Intelligence. You don't need this stat for auto attack critical build. Dexterity. This stat will improve your hit rate and skill attack accuracy. Allocating few will increase your chances on landing your auto sonic blow on targets who had a decent amount of flee, and also for your ambush attack skill accuracy, that if you include ambush skill on your gameplay. Your sonic acceleration passive skill will give you a 15% chance to trigger the sonic blow skill while performing normal attacks. Now, it would likely miss if you don't have a decent hit rate. Luck. This stat will increase your critical rating and will increase your chance to poison a target, and also increases your fear resistance at the same time. Some Assassin Cross players would leave their luck base stat at 0, since bonus luck stat are already enough to land a critical damage on players, as most players at early game doesn't have enough critical resistance, but allocating a decent amount on luck would make your poisoning chance become more effective. Now, we come to skill allocations. Now, ambush skill is quite useful since it has a high chance of stunning a target if the skill is released in a hiding state status. You can allocate 1 skill point just to get the skill, and in my case, I allocated 9 skill points since I got nothing else to allocate on. For now, you can set to last priority the Enhanced Enchant Poison passive skill, as it doesn't give a boost of attack stat that much, but later, when you manage to upgrade the Enhanced Enchant Poison skill on Aesir Monument, then you need it to be on a maximum upgrade right away. Assassination Heart passive skill is your priority to be maxed out, as you don't still need additional penetration and damage boost that much on early game. After you maxed out your Assassination Heart passive skill, the Sonic Blow skill is your next target to upgrade. But in case you don't rely or benefit from Auto Sonic Blow proc effect, then the Enhanced Hiding passive skill must be upgraded first, so your movement speed will be enhanced while in a hiding state. You can buy the Prepare for Elite skill on Adventurer skill NPC, located on Prontera City, and if in case you haven't unlocked this skill, you need to upgrade Adventurer class to a certain class to unlock the Prepare for Elite skill. You can unlock and acquire Poison Cast active skill on Aesir Monument, and this will be shown on the later part of this video. Now, we come to gear equipments. For equipments, offhand, armor, garment, footgear, and accessory. The rift gears, which you can obtain from rifts, Morok Shadow, Seal under Sakura, and Moonlit Rendezvous, are the best gears for early game and can be brought to the mid-game if you don't still have a good late-game equipments. Now, since you are on a critical build, then choosing the rift gears with a critical attribute stats are the best one for critical build. Rift gears are acquirable and easy to refine with safe method, as you can use any rift gear parts as a refinement cost, and refining it to +8 is already enough, since refining it to +12 will cost you a lot of refining stones, zennies, and refining cost. But for a start, +6 can do, and +8 is your target. Then you can proceed refining it to +12 on every equipped rift gears gradually. For accessory, you can use one rift gear accessory with luck and critical damage attributes, and Fairy and Bottle is the best one for the other part of the accessory gear, since it has a special effect that will give you a +100% critical damage for a duration of 3 seconds, and you have a 5% chance to trigger the effect. 5% is enough if you had a pretty high attack speed. That's why bringing your attack speed to maximum 480% will likely increase your chances of triggering the Fairy and Bottle critical damage bonus effect. And for the weapon, Agent Guitar is the best weapon for a solid critical auto attack build. You need to level up your Agent Guitar at least up to level 4, as at level 4 attribute. Your critical has a chance to trigger a critical damage increase by 10% for 5 seconds. For the headwear, the facewear, the mouthwear, the backwear, and the tailwear, and these are the gears I used on my first War of Imperium video gameplay, as this was the only gears I had managed to acquire at the moment. For the headwear, Happy Lunar headwear with +3% physical damage stat, and I got this from New Beginning at the Headwear Bargain. You can use other headwear according to your liking and needed stat. Either you buy one from exchange or craft one. But for now, attack and damage attribute is good for your build. You can also use headwear with demi-human reductions if you want to be tougher. For the facewear, Angel Spirit is one of the best choice. You can buy it on exchange or craft it. And the same story from the headwear, you can alter it with demi-human damage or reduction bonus stat. For the mouthwear, the Spiked Scarf. This can be bought on exchange or crafted. This is also one of the best choice for now for PvP and GVG scenarios. For the backwear gear, Devil Wing is one of the best choice for now. You can only craft it and can't buy one from exchange, since it's a character-bound item. For the tailwear, the Kissing Pouring. This is just what I have, and you can buy this one from Skin Shop Limited Skin located at Prontera City. And Nine Tails and Devaruchi Tail are the best choice for now, as this tailwear gives a 5% flea. Nine Tails is more cheaper to craft than Devaruchi Tail, and both can be bought on exchange. And now, this is the best gears for GVG scenarios or GVG fields, and you can acquire and rent this gears from your guild facility vending machine. You can rent this gears for 70 through War Gold coins each, so a total of 350 through War Gold coins for the 5 pieces gears. can also level up the attributes of these rental gears by using through war gold coins, Now, we come to equipment cards. These are the best cards available for the early game and are suggested for the Assassin Cross jobs intended for GVG. For the weapon card, the Goblin cards are one of the best and cheapest suggested card for critical builds, as it gives you a 10% additional critical damage, since as of now the Hydra card, which gives you a plus 15% damage to demi-human, is still too expensive compared to the Goblin cards. For the headwear card, it is advisable to use the cards that has status resistance and immunity effect. Like Devaruchi card, it has an immune to darkness effect, and Nightmare card. It also has an immunity to sleep effect. Cramp card can be also used, since it is cheap, and also provides a little luck stat and flea stat. But still, you need to obtain all affordable immunity cards, as it will be all useful on later phase of the game. And for the offhand card, Mark card is the best card to be used on GVG scenarios, since it has an immunity to freeze effect. This is a must-have card to all players, since offensive freezing status effect is widely used by players on GVG scenarios. For the armor card, there are multiple affordable card that is needed to be obtained, such as elemental reduction cards and elemental imbuement cards, which will turn your armor into a certain element. For now, Agriopi card is widely used by players, and it's suggested for the early game, since we, Assassin class, are lethal and deadly while using poison property attacks, and you don't want to be a victim of your own kind. For the garment card, Whisper card is commonly used by high flea players, as it provides a good amount of flea, and it is also cheap and affordable. And for the footgear card, Traceless card is the best footgear card for Assassin class, as it will amplify your damage by 10% against targets who are inflicted with poison. It will also give you a 5% chance of stunning the target. Traceless card is quite expensive, as it'll cost you around 7+ million zennies, and it's difficult to snap Traceless card on exchange. So it will be better to just craft the Traceless card. And lastly, the accessory card. Horong card is the best card to use on accessory slot for early game. Using Horong card will enable you to use level 1 sight. It is very useful against hiding enemy foes. And now for Aesir Monument. The Aesir Monument mostly contains an enhancement effect attribute for active skills and passive skills effect. Guild contribution and gold medals are used on Aesir Monument to further enhance certain skills, unlock new skills, and unlock new enhancement. For the ones who are not familiar with Aesir Monument, You can use search bar on Aesir Monument to easily see and know the path that you wanted to allocate and unlock. And in the future, when you already had enough country and metals, you need to allocate and unlock all enhancement that is relevant to your current build. I suggest that you unlock the Poison Cast skill as early as you can use Poison Cast skill not only on PvP and GVG related scenarios, but also can be used widely on PvE, on both mini-bosses and MVP bosses. And for your remaining guild contribution points, you can either use it to prepare your next path, or you use it on allocating useful stat, like hit rate and flee rate.
我等为了引导你们的前路而来，在圣光下祈祷吧。
For Valkyrie prayer system, aim to max out combat blessings first to boost up your raw attack, then gradually upgrade your survive blessings, your res blessings, and HP blessings. On Valkyrie Blessing of Goddess system, on attack, prioritize to upgrade the crit damage. Since you are on a crit build, on def, aim to upgrade damage and magic reduction. In my experience, I found reduction better than percentage. On element, aim to upgrade the poison damage. No brainer since you will use poison element all the time. Lastly, the food system, dish and meal consumption. There are multiple varieties of dish effect that are very useful, especially on GVG scenarios. Explore and choose the dish effect of your likings and what you need. You can consume multiple types of dish and consume and acquire up to 6 types of effects. For early game, I usually consume damage to players to additionally boost my damage output against enemy players. You can acquire dish through cooking system, and you can also obtain it from food voucher. And I always consume food meals during GVG scenarios. Strength Meal B for additional 10 strength and melee damage plus 20%. Agility Meal B for additional 10 agility and attack speed plus 20%. And also Luck Meal B for additional luck stat and crit rate plus 20. And this is my final stats, with self-buff skills and food buffs. And that's all of it for for this video, and thank you for watching.